Hello everyone. So we are back with another session about Android programming. In this session, we will discuss about Android intents in a depth. Like we will be explaining. I will be explaining about how to use intents in the activity and what are their use cases and different ways to initialize an intent. Okay, so let's jump into the Android Studio and I have already written some of the code already for you so that you can easily jump into the different sections which we are going to talk about here. So let's directly jump into let's talk about so basically there are two types of intents. Like first is implicit intent and second is explicit intent. So about implicit intent, so basically whenever you don't really know the component name of your of which you want to open, either its activity name, service name, broadcast receiver name, you use implicit intent, where we don't really have to give the component name and can just set the other three properties like action type, data, so that system can use those things and figure out the correct component for you, which can be opened when this intent is fired. So let's now right now talk about implicit intent first. And so this is the block of the code which prepares an implicit intent for email activity. So what does this do? It will open the it will fire an intent, and system will search for all the apps in your mobile which handles a specific type of action, and so that it can and will show that application to you in a form of a chooser, so that you can choose either one of the application to send application from your own app. So let me explain you what does this syntax mean. So this is the intent. How do you create an intent object? And this is the action which really tells the system so that you want to find some component which can handle the action of type action underscore send. So there are two ways to set the action, either through intent constructor which we have shown here, or we can call a method of intent which is action, and we can set it like intent dot action, and we can remove from this from here. So this is the two ways to set either through the constructor or through the setter method which is exposed in the intent class. Apart from this, these are the some of the extra information which will be required by the component who handles the action dot underscore send request. So first of all, because we need to send an email, we will give a recipient name, we'll give a subject of the email, we will provide a text which user wants to send from this email, right? So and this is the type of the content which we are planning to send. So this is the setting. All this will provide you an intent which is an email. We have called it is an email right now, and this is an intent which is of implicit type. It is defined using action property of intent object, which will be used by the system to basically determine the right component which can handle that specific action. In addition to it, also set an extra information which will be used by the component which is once finalized by the system which is going to open. So finally, this is the intent which we have locally made in our project, in our activity. And in this on this line we start new activity which will take this intent uh, and say the system to figure out the right component for it. So one of the catch here, one of the new code here is intent on create chooser. It's a way where you explicitly tell the system to make sure you show the chooser, which is the list of application which can handle this intent, rather than just defaulting it to one of the application which user might have chosen previously. And this is the title of that chooser. Okay, so this is how the implicit intent is wrote and fired from your project, which will ultimately start an activity which can handle a action of type action underscore send. Let's run this application and see if this works, what we have explained right now. So this is the emulator we have. it's building up. Will take a couple of seconds. Okay, it's done, it's installing now. Launching the app. Now it will launch the app within a couple of seconds. So it's launching the activity, and this is how our first activity is opened now, which has two buttons, like which we have defined already in the layouts, which we can ignore for now. So this is a button. When we click the send email button, it will start an implicit intent where system will give you a chooser. So basically right now my mobile has two applications, first Gmail and Save to Drive, which can handle the action and also send, because we want to send an email, we will click on Gmail, which will open an activity which compose activity with all the data we had sent here. So basically, so you can, if you can see, this two is was we sent from here. The subject is the name subject, which is entered here, this one. And finally the message, right now the message we used is we haven't really used any message. We can keep this message at this, so this can be printed in at this point of time, and the type will tell you the type of content we want to send. So ultimately what this had done, the system was able to give you a chooser with applications which can handle your send action, as well as have set all the data which we have posted as in a form of extra. Okay, so I hope you understood this concept of implicit intent here. Now let's move to the explicit intent. The explicit intent are the one which for which we know the component name. Generally those these are the components which belong to your own application. It could be activity, services, broadcast application, any one of them. So we have taken an example of activity here, where what we have done first, we have defined a second activity with a very basic thing, and what we have defined a method which is called a start activity. We have created an intent object, and because we have to set the component name, it can be set using three different methods. Either it's using set class method, set class name method, or set component. We have used set class method for this example. Here it accepts two things. First, the package context, like from the place from where the intent is to be fired, this which is obviously this, because we are finding is from the current activity, which is first activity. And second is the class name, or basically name of the component which is going to, which we want to open. So this is the syntax of we use the activity name in Kotlin. And so finally what we will do, we will call start activity method, which will start the new activity. Let's see how it works in real life. So this is the code which and the button which we have used for this is start activity button. When we click on this, it will start an activity which will for some reason I use the same layout, so you can see the similar buttons here. When you click back button, you can come back to the first activity here. So yeah, so this was the explanation about Android intents, and how they can be used to start either explicit intent or implicit intent. I hope you understood the concept about intents, and please go and practice in your project so that you can get a good hand about the Android intents. Please keep following the channel so that you can get consistent update about future videos as well. Thank you.